Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 97 of Crunch Time. I am going to be your host of today's episode. I am Tanner Dislin, and I am joined, as always, by Sam Godsey, and we are the N326 duo. Sam, how are we doing today?
Man, I am doing great. A lot of good stuff this episode, so looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good stuff. But as we know, sports aren't in their peak right now. We always run into this problem, hence the upload schedule of once every 2 weeks. That will change, of course, with football season coming. We've also double checked on the back end. We're all good. We have the right audio input. We are ready to go. So we apologize for that last episode. But we're back, episode 97. Cannot wait to get into it. We're going to start with some winners and losers, talk a little bit about arguably the biggest headline in sports right now, and that is the Netflix documentary Quarterback. Sam and I have given that a watch, and we're just going to give a high-level thoughts, nothing too in-depth at all. And then we're going to end with a Mount Rushmore. We've got the Mount Rushmore of things that don't make sense, so that's going to be a great one. Make sure to tune in. But before we get to all that, we always start with our winners and losers. Sam, give me a winner.
Yeah, I got a couple winners for this episode. Of course, got to shout out our guy, Lincoln Riley. Officially committed to the Hogs today. Going to be playing center field for them this upcoming baseball season, so that's got to be a winner for this episode. But in a more broad sense of things, I'm going to go with paydays, Tanner. A lot of dudes got paid over the past 2 weeks, obviously headlined by Kylian Mbappe, PSG soccer player. Signed a 1-year,
not sure how long it'll be at PSG.
$1.1 billion with Saudi club Al Hilal.
Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insanity.
So that is kind of what kicked off this payday trend. Then we go Jaylen Brown, who agreed to a 5-year Supermax extension worth up to $304 million, making it the richest in NBA history. Jaylen Brown, who can't dribble with his left.
Duh. I mean, everything makes sense, right?
And then finally, news just broke about an hour ago regarding this one. Justin Herbert, 5-year, $262 million to stay with the Chargers. $133.7 million is guaranteed of that 262, with a potential guaranteed of 218. And of course, he has that no trade clause in his contract.
People getting paid.
People are getting paid.
You love to see it. You love people getting paid for their work. It's just so funny to me how like things change, because we're talking about how Jaylen Brown is the highest paid. Mm-hmm. That'll probably last for a week.
Yeah,
until someone else gets a higher extent. Like it's just the way that it works. It's, of course, you can see the chirp. Being a Vikings fan, you know this. I remember when Kirk Cousins signed his deal, highest paid quarterback. Yeah. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." As it currently stands today, if you go on average annual value for their deal, Kirk Cousins is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th. And just a few short years ago, he was number one. Yeah, so how quickly it changes.
It'll be interesting to see how. I think Burrow's up for an extension this offseason.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what will he do?
I mean,
dude, I could see him not getting as much and being able, because I think T. Higgins is also in need of an extension. So I could totally see
he's going to take a little
Joe less. Just taking a little less and giving it to T.
The LSU connection.
Yep.
Yeah, those two definitely express an interest in playing together, and boy, they have been very good when they are on the field together. Yeah. A lot of money going around for most positions. Then next, for my winner, I'm going to stay on the gridiron. I'm going to go throwback uniforms. This past week, we have had a large number of teams introduce throwback uniforms, and they are, for the most part, very, very nice, and
Yeah.
they all kind of follow the same template.
Definitely.
But they're all great. I mean, even going back to last year, because last year was the first year the NFL reinstated their 2-helmet rule, so teams can have 2 different helmets now. That's when you saw the Bears do the orange helmet, the Panthers do the black helmet, Cardinals do the black helmet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Saints did the black helmet. They had all these crazy helmets. Well, this year you got. I think the first team to announce their throwback was the Browns. They're going to wear the white throwback, and they're wearing it with a white helmet too. A nice little touch. Then you got the Vikings. They announced their throwback to like their 60s, 70s era.
Yeah.
Then you've got the Dolphins. They're doing the throwback to like the 90s. I feel like they had that look forever, but you guys know which one I'm talking about. The Dolphins throwing it back. Then you've got the 49ers. They have a similar throwback. Then, of course, the one that is the best of them all. Or first, I'll go second best. What I think is the second best release is the Houston Oilers, or the Tennessee Titans, the Houston Oilers throwbacks. Those look absolutely gorgeous. There is some contention about whether the Texans can claim the Oilers jerseys as their own, or should the Texans be able to use them. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just looking at face value what the jersey looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then my opinion, I think a lot of people's opinion, far and away the best throwback jersey. The Seahawks ones are absolute perfection.
Yeah.
Could not have done it any better. So if you are a fan of throwback uniforms and just alternates in general, you had the Colts getting in the action, which that one's kind of gotten mixed reviews, but still – getting some fun uniforms into the NFL in a time when the NFL had kind of outlawed any sort of alternate fun uniform. So they're coming back, and specifically this year, we got the throwbacks. And, of course, I have to mention the Falcons. They brought back the throwback last year with the red helmets and black jersey. So it's a good time to be an NFL fan, man. You got some cool jerseys coming in, and, of course, the season on the horizon. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Seahawks obviously
so
as a whole, but dude, I really love the Patriots helmet.
Oh, I forgot about the Patriots.
The Patriots helmet.
I completely forgot about the Patriots. The Patriots and the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
what
the
am I
Buccaneers
doing?
with the creamsicles.
Buccaneers
That's
brought back
good.
the creamsicle. Patriots brought back the Patriot.
The Jets.
The Jets.
There's literally no difference though.
The Jets. I think they changed the font a little bit on their helmets.
Their helmet, that's like
throwback, and then they just like made it a block letter with stripes.
Classic.
Which, to be fair, every team did, but I can't believe I forgot the creamsicle.
The Patriots and the
Patriots.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's not great.
I got you.
That's not great. I appreciate it. I know, like even some I know the Cowboys had to get rid of their throwbacks for a while. But they didn't do the helmets, but are those coming back? Remember the Lions with like the whole silver helmet? Like, I'm just so excited about all these old ones that we've seen in the past possibly coming back. I think did the Giants do a throwback too with like the darker blue helmet? Yeah, I think they did. That says Giants on it instead of the NY. So I mean, I could talk uniforms all day long. So I won't. But there are a bunch of cool ones coming on the way, and you should be excited. So that's my winner.
Yeah, that's a good winner.
So Patriots is your favorite. I'm glad I asked that because I would have just completely forgot about him.
I think helmet.
Oh, helmet
Patriot. I really like the creamsicles of the Bucks for jerseys.
They're just so absurd, but they work. Like I don't really know.
Yep, definitely
how that all works together, but it does. So.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to our loser, Sam. Who you got as your loser?
I got your guy, James Dolan.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. First off, not my guy.
No, he is. Don't lie. For those of you who don't know, Michael Jordan officially sold the Charlotte Hornets. It came down to a vote. It was 29-1 with the sole voter against the sale being the New York Knicks owner, James Dolan. What a guy.
Of course it is, because this conversation surrounding the Knicks right now is, wow, look at this team who made a great free agent signing, won a series in the playoffs, is looking for superstar talent to really take this team to the next level. It's leaked that Joel Embiid might be interested in coming to the Knicks. So everything's looking up for the Knicks, this young core, young team. Superstar player wants to come. It's all fun and good. and then our owner says, no, we have to be the joke of the NBA once again. I'm going to not vote for this for no reason. And it's just so
like,
stupid.
what benefit does he get from that?
It's so stupid. It is so stupid. But yeah, dude, that is not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
James Dolan continues to embarrass Knicks fans and make us not want to associate with him at all. For my loser, Sam, I'm going to be on a similar wavelength. However, it's about who's not getting paid.
Tough.
And that's the NFL's running backs. How this does
great.
come at a little bit of an awkward time because today Saquon Barkley did in fact get a 1 year, I think it was $11 million deal.
Yeah, something like that.
Around $11 million to stay with the Giants. But it's just insane to me. I mean, it's not because I understand the positional value.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley was an absolute stud last year. Josh Jacobs was better than Saquon Barkley last year. And they just can't get paid because with the structure of a football team, I'm sure you've all seen the graphic. The last 10 Super Bowl winning running backs have all been minimum rookie contract guys, veterans who are making next to nothing, and it's a big problem. And that's part of the reason why it's such a big loser is I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because you want your guys to get paid, right? So what? You can move running backs free agency period earlier. Well, that means less running backs are going to be drafted.
Yeah.
Because if your rookie contract, you lose 2 years of control that you would get at a wide receiver or any other position. It's how does that work? And then you have guys who start at wide receiver, then go to running back. How does that work? Where the position changes, it just won't work. And there's just no way to fix it. And the NFL running backs decided to have a Zoom call to talk about their situation. And from what I understand, it all went this sucks. All right, glad we're all on the same page. Because there's literally nothing they can do about it. Yeah,
there is.
But, with Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, again, who was the best running back in the NFL. I believe Austin Eckler got his situation figured out. But but he, at the beginning of the offseason, he was in a similar situation. And, one of the reasons why the Vikings, of course, I bring back to the Vikings, team I know the best. One of the reasons their cap situation is so bad is because they gave a terrible contract to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is awesome, but he was getting paid so much money at a position that continues to be just not a premium at all and plug and play, and everyone seems to have success. So, NFL running backs, tough situation, and the worst part is no one really seems to know how to fix it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
A little bit.
Yeah, tough time to be a running back for sure.
Kind of, but hopefully it all gets figured out because you don't want one position group to be completely alienated like that. We were talking earlier, there were a lot of possible winners and losers for today's episode. I don't know if there's any you just want to plug real quick because I know I was just scrolling on Twitter before we even started. Yeah. Lionel Messi has 2 goals today. And, of course, we all know that goal that he scored in his first. So he has 3 goals for, is it Inter Miami? 3 goals for Inter Miami in less than an hour of play.
Not bad.
So, he deserves a shout out.
Yeah.
Sal Frelick, I know
Sal Frelick, about, of course.
Had a great debut.
Yeah.
But, just kind of some overarching stuff there because, again, not much to talk about in the sports world. But let's move on to a different position in the NFL, and that's quarterback. We have watched the documentary. We strongly urge you to do yourself. It was really good. Sam, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was good. I think they got a good trio. By the way, if you haven't seen this, skip this part. But they picked a great trio. Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league by far. And then how the season turned out for him, obviously. Mm-hmm. And then you got Kirk Cousins, who's on the brink of being a veteran quarterback and has a talented team around him, just hasn't found that glue. And then you have Marcus Mariota, who just, it seems like hasn't gotten the right fit situation, whatever you want to call it. But there's stuff I didn't particularly like about the documentary, but overall it's a great one.
What are some of the stuff that you didn't like?
I get what they were trying to do. Like every episode covered a different topic in football, like dealing with injuries, the playbook, which was
Yeah.
the craziest
Oh my
episode.
god. Yeah.
But it was weird how like in the first 3 episodes you're in like week 8
Yeah, I
of the
kind of agree with
Chiefs,
that.
and then like week 3 of the Falcons, and then like week 5 of the Vikings. But I see why they did it. I'm just like, oh, they're in week 10. Oh, let's hop back. It's just kind of weird in that sense, but overall, tremendous documentary.
Yeah, and I kind of like what you said. How we really got 3 different seasons, right?
Yeah.
You got one with the ultimate success, the best player, MVP, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
You got the guy who had a great season, team had a great season, but ended up failing. They came,
Yeah.
or, sorry, Giannis, they ended up coming short, right? Coming up short. And you have the guy who the team was bad and he got benched and they tried to go with the rookie. So you really got 3 perspectives of the game, one on easy mode, one where they're having kind of a great season, and then one who just nothing can seem to go right.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that perspective. But yeah, I totally agree. I think my biggest takeaway is that this is something I held before the show, but watching the show only solidified it. Quarterback is 100% the hardest position to play in sports.
1,000%.
Not only is everybody moving a million miles an hour, not only do you have guys who can bench and squat a gajillion pounds wanting to rip your head off, not only do you have to know, like, the way your head has to work on the football field is unbelievable. Yeah. Not only just your plays, but the defense plays and the preparation and the tape, and like I simply cannot fathom it. Like I honestly can't, because I know sports are hard enough to play just with physical talent alone, and then you had quarterbacks in who have to use their head.
It's crazy,
more so than their body. Honestly, it is absolutely insane, and it's a really great to see that unique insight.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you kind of wanted to say about it?
I think we always assume Kirk Cousins was a dweeb, but goddamn, did we find out for sure in this. Coolio, what were some of the other? He had a great one-liner if talking about walking on water.
Oh yeah, he said if I walk on water, my haters will say it's because I can't swim.
Yeah, that was it. And then like Patrick Mahomes, like no one likes his wife or his brother.
Convenient, they left out the popping champagne all over the phones.
Yeah, you want to hate this guy so bad.
Life is easy. Life is easy for Patrick Mahomes,
and he's such a likable guy.
Yeah,
and then I was an Oregon fan back when Mariota. You're just like, God damn, nothing can go right for this guy. Very weird towards the end where he's like on the verge of being a backup, but not really. And he's like, I'm going to get surgery.
But then he got surgery.
Yeah, it's weird. And like didn't tell coaches or anything. Very, very weird. But like I said, overall, great documentary. It's a spin image of QB1 Beyond the Lights. It was with a bunch of high school quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Tate Martell, Justin Fields was on it. Spencer Rattler. Jake Fromm was on it. It only lasted for a couple seasons, but
it was great. I love watching that.
Hopefully this gets sticks around.
Seems like we got a season 2, and that's going to be great. That's kind of really what I wanted to say. Who do you sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
I was about to ask. I think we're on the same page. Who do you want to see in season 2?
I love it. So I think one of my criteria is I do want to see a first-year starter.
Yeah.
Whether that's a rookie or someone like Jordan Love.
I think that'd be sick.
I don't want to see all the Packers crap all over the screen.
I'm shocked.
So like maybe I go, but I do want to see someone who's starting in the NFL for the first time. I want to see how he processes the game, specifically when it's their first time being a full-time NFL starter. So if I had to pick one, I think I would choose. I would just choose Bryce Young. I want to see a number 1 overall guy. And even the Panthers last year, they made a push to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So his team's like not all that bad around him. They're not good.
Yeah.
But they're not really all that bad around him. So I do want to see Bryce Young. So I'll do that one. This is great. I do want to see another vet, like a Kirk Cousins type. Um, so I want to watch. I'm going to go with Matt Stafford.
That's a good
Give me
one.
Matt Stafford because I want to see him coming off the injury. I
Yep.
want to see a Rams roster that's nowhere near as good as it used to
Mm-hmm.
be, and how he deals with that. And of course,
Yeah.
Cooper Cup
Cooper
also
Cup
coming off the
coming
injury,
off injury.
how them two
Yeah.
gel together. And then lastly, for my Patrick Mahomes tier, I want to see Jalen Hurts. I really want to see a team who quite literally is Super Bowl or bust, and a quarterback that seems like he's on the top of his game right now.
Yeah. Those are a good three.
What about
That'd
you?
be interesting. I'm on the same page with you. I want to see a rookie. I think I'm gonna go with the other top quarterback, CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
I think he'd be interesting, especially joining that dog water program that is the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I think for my middle tier, selfishly, I think I'm gonna go Dak Prescott.
I mean, I said Kirk Cousins level.
Yeah. Very, very similar. Now I think Jalen Hurts would be super cool, especially him bouncing back from the Super Bowl loss. I think would be pretty interesting to see. But I think Justin Herbert would be cool because you don't know a thing about him. Just got paid, but I don't think he would.
Yeah, I'm not sure he would either.
He hates media. And so for my top tier quarterback, I'm gonna go Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a great. I thought about him for a minute too. I mean, the dude's just really, really good.
Yeah.
Another guy whose life's on easy mode.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that was awesome. And I know just also for me being a Vikings fan, seeing the loss to the Giants in a whole nother light, right? I mean, I still like the way he's, I think throwing it to Justin would be irresponsible because he's double teamed. The play of the season last year was literally you throwing it up to Justin when he was double teamed. Albeit, I'll give it that was 4th and 18. There's really there's no play for 4th and 18. This was 4th and 8, so you're more willing to check it down on 4th and 8.
Yeah,
so someone can make someone miss, but it was just really interesting to see, and I was so mad at him when he did that. And of course, now watching it, it's like, damn, you just feel bad for him a little bit, but. Oh my Lanta. Let's go. We're on the TV right now. We have Mets Yankees, the Subway Series, but also not really because both teams suck. So the City Bike Series, I guess we'll call it. The City Bike Series. Pete Alonso has 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, and Danny Bergers just hit one 406 feet to make it 6-0 Mets. So yeah. Beaten up on a wife beater just like he did to his wife. So now, is there anything else you want to say about the documentary, man?
No,
it's great.
Other than if you haven't seen it, go watch it. You'll finish it in day and a half.
Yeah, it's great. Super bingeable, easy to watch. But I think that takes us to Mount Rushmore time. What do you think?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right. So, as we said before, we've got the Mount Rushmore of things that don't make sense. Of course, Sam, you got the first pick. Where are you going?
Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm like, why the hell is this? What? And for me, this has always popped up in my head time and time again. How the hell does Bluetooth work?
Dude, unbelievable. It is an unbelievable thing.
Makes no sense.
Completely swiped the pick.
Yeah.
Completely swiped it.
Yeah, I figured that'd be on your list. I think it's a pretty common one. I mean,
insane.
It literally makes no sense. How does me pressing a button connect to my speaker? And let me play music. It just makes no sense.
Sound. It carries your voice.
Yeah.
You can put screens up. How the hell does it work?
Yeah.
And the best part is it's been around since 2008.
Yeah.
Someone a BlackBerry, and they had the original the Bluetooth earpiece.
Yeah.
Insane. Great first pick. Yeah, I mean, No idea how that works. With my first pick, okay, I think I know where I'm going to go.
Okay.
Makes no sense. Give me the English language.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's
horrible. It's which is which.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. There, and there. Through, though. Like rough. Like what is that?
Can you imagine learning that as a second language?
No. Hell no.
Yeah.
It's like okay, so when things are plural, you add an S, right? Like hat.
No.
But when verbs are plural, you take away the S.
Yeah.
Like he runs. That's a singular verb with an S. They run. You take off the S.
Makes sense.
What?
No, it makes sense,
on
bro.
earth is happening? The English language is awful.
That's a great one.
Makes absolutely no sense.
That's a good one. What's your second pick?
I forgot I got a second pick. I completely. So with Bluetooth gone, I think I'm going to go a different. I'm going to go a different technology route. Give me the internet.
Yeah, I had. How does a phone work in regards to like internet? So that's that's a good pick.
It's crazy enough that I can sit in my home and like say something on social media, and someone all the way across the world can see it.
Yeah,
it's crazy enough that I can just be in a field somewhere, provided there's a tower nearby, and I can do the same thing.
Yeah, makes no sense.
What I can use it and talk in a device, and you can hear it over there. You can do it. You can do it on cell service. You can do it on Wi-Fi. How does the internet work? I do not understand it. Internet.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a great pick, actually. For my second pick, I'm going to go with the fact the government knows exactly how much you owe in taxes, but doesn't tell you unless you underpaid.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's so funny.
Like, what's the point of that?
Every tax season, the government, hey, you owe us money. Us. All right, how much? We're not going to tell you. You got to guess.
Exactly.
You got to guess.
And if you don't?
Yes. Like, you guess? Nope, wrong. You're going to jail. What?
Yeah.
How does that work? Yeah. That's so bogus.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Absolutely bogus.
Yeah.
Big accounting, I guess. Big accounting has got the government in their pockets.
Yeah. So that's my number 2 pick. My number 3 pick, I think about this a lot. And it is, how are there always cars on the interstate? Like, no matter what, you'll be driving somewhere at like 1:15 in the afternoon on a Monday, and it's like full of cars. I'm like, where the hell are these people going? Like, that just crosses my, or like late at night at like 10:30, you're driving somewhere and you see a license plate from like Nebraska, and you're like,
New Mexico.
Yeah, like, what are you doing
Alabama.
here? Like, why are you here in this
so
moment?
far from home. Why are you driving on Interstate 35 in between Des Moines and Ames?
Yeah,
like, why are
it makes
you here?
no sense.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
So that's my third pick.
That's funny. Actually, I'm going to take something along the same lines as that.
Yeah,
but you know what? I guess I'll take that right now while we're on the topic having to do with transportation. Flying.
Yeah.
How are there, like, you get one of those huge planes that's 6 across, 30 rows back, 40 rows back. That's 240 people.
Plus luggage. Yeah.
That's 240 people. And what I'm saying is, like, not only how does it fly, but how are 240 people going from Des Moines to Reno on Thursday, November 12th?
Yeah.
You're telling me this many people are doing this exact thing? It's crazy.
Yeah, very similar wavelengths. I like it.
How does that happen?
Yeah, it makes no freaking sense.
How does that happen? It could be the most random cities, too.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I'm going to use Des Moines because that's where we are, and it's a very random city. But literally, Des Moines to Boston, full. Des Moines to Reno, full. Des Moines to Denver, full.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm similar flying home to down in Arkansas. I'm like, why are there hundreds of people going to Little Rock on Tuesday?
Yeah, like literally just a random Tuesday, and it also like at the ass crack of dawn too. Like at 5:30 in the morning, 240 people are flying to Little Rock. Yeah, bullshit. Okay, bullshit. Something's going on here.
Yeah,
Something
and
is
it's not
going on
big
here.
enough to connect somewhere, you know.
You seen the video of that lady who's like, that man over there?
It's
He's
not real. Yeah.
Maybe she's onto something. Maybe they're not real.
Maybe, man.
Maybe they're not real. That's crazy.
That's a good one.
And then to round it out, okay, I think I'm going to go with, ready? The human body.
Interesting. That's a good pick.
So you're telling me that this body had, you remember when we learned in science, like all the systems?
Yeah.
The nerve system and the digestive system, like everything is so natural to where like I eat food, then I get rid of food.
Mm-hmm.
And my like something is like your heart, it just goes and never gets tired.
Yeah.
What the fuck? like what are teeth?
Yeah.
And fingernails? Like why do we have hair right here on our eyes?
Yeah.
And everything to do with the human body. When you get hurt, you just heal. Like what?
Yeah.
When you get sick, you just get better. Like it's crazy how many things the human body does. When you these little squish balls, they allow me to perceive what's around me. Like what?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
What? It is insane. And then you get like even just like all the crazy things like why do you get like crusties on your eyes? Like what? Like why do your gums get? Why do your gums bleed? Why do your gums get puffy? Why does I don't know. Why does
hair grow on our face?
Why does hair grow on our face? Why does hair grow other places? Like why does this happen? Like how come people can't grow hair?
And like I know that it's like supposedly true, but like if you bite your finger, you're physically able to do that, but your brain's like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah, like you can just bite like a carrot or something. Yeah, and then like when you used to like your instincts.
Yeah,
like if there's a hot pan or pot or pan or something, and you touch it, like normally when you make a decision, like your nerves send it to your brain, which sends it to your muscles, but like that skips your brain and like it sends it right to your muscles, and you just know to take it away. Like
it's crazy.
It doesn't go to your brain. Like how the hell does all of this work? And just the natural things, like I said, like you eat food, you get rid of food. You drink water, you get rid of water. That all just happens naturally. Like what?
Yeah, makes no sense.
Insane.
Yeah,
insane.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Those are my 4.
Those are your 4. My last one is one that's kind of been relevant in the past couple months, I feel like. And it is how we've only explored 5% of the Earth's oceans.
Crazy.
Like, that's terrifying.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely afraid of it.
Yeah.
I won't even swim in the ocean. Like, hell no.
Yeah, 5%. And like 90% of the Earth is water. Mm-hmm. And we've only explored 5% of that. That's very confusing. Like, doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
do we even know like how far it goes?
Yeah.
Or are we just like, oh yeah, that's the deepest point in like the Pacific Ocean or something? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even know what a good guess is. Like, oh yeah, it's 50 miles down.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that rounds up my 4.
I love it. All right, you want to hit me with your 4 before we get into honorable mentions?
Yep. So 1's gotta be Bluetooth. 2, the fact the government knows exactly how much you owe in taxes but doesn't tell you unless you underpaid. How there are always cars on the interstate regardless of day or time. And then how we've only explored 5% of the ocean.
That's a great list. Mine, number 1, English language.
Yeah.
Absurd. Number 2, internet. How you're just able to communicate with everybody. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. Number 3, how you and 240 people are traveling from the 2 most random cities in the U.S. at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And you're all just doing it at the same time. Like, what?
Yeah.
No way. And then number 4, the human body, how all that crap is natural and how you just live.
That doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Let's get into some honorable mentions.
Yeah, I got a few black holes.
Yeah, what the hell? It just disappears.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah. How there isn't a cure for cancer yet, that's literally makes no sense. Mm-hmm. Live TV, again.
Similar to like the internet. How does that...
Gravity.
What? Yeah, gravity is wild. I thought about that. I thought about putting that down.
How a car and a semi fit in the same car lane?
Dude. Yeah. And a bus? You're telling me my car and a bus, which has seats that are way bigger than my car seats, a literal aisle down the middle, it just drives in the same lane as my car?
Yep. What? Yeah, makes no sense. Couple more. Actually, I only got one more, and that's how cruise ships float.
Yeah.
It's literally
similar to what we said with like how planes fly. Yeah. Like what?
Makes no sense.
Insanely heavy.
Thousands of people, a damn city floating on water.
Floating city.
Yeah.
Amusement park, theater.
Yeah.
More restaurants you can imagine. Hotel.
Yeah.
Anything like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy how that floats. Yeah. Some of mine. One that just got left off the list. Dust. What the hell is dust? Like, how does that happen? You're telling me I set this down, it does nothing. Nothing happens, and then it's just dusty?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That don't make no sense.
Weather, and like specifically like clouds. Tell me there's like hundreds of gallons of water that just float. You ever try to lift like a bucket of water? Like that shit's heavy, and they're all just floating.
Yeah,
they're all just floating.
Yeah, that don't make no sense either.
Insanity. And then some things in like school, like do you remember learning about the unit circle?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? You're telling me that this, like the distance of this is -1/2, then square root of 3/2? Like, give me a break. What is this? Come on, we're better than this. What is that doing here? Of course, I had the Bluetooth we talked about. Yeah. Oh, and then daylight saving time.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Just like wake up an hour earlier.
Yeah, like why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
I think the thing that makes that even more funny is like some states are like, nah.
Yeah, some states don't even do it. Some states do it, and like, how can that just be optional? How can that just be optional?
Yeah.
Like, if I feel like is it Arizona that doesn't do it?
Yeah, Arizona doesn't do it.
Surely there's a city on the border where people work in this one city and live in the. Oh. So like, what if you're like you're on your way home and it goes from 6 to 5 o'clock and you're just like what? How can that be optional? Yeah. First off, why is it even a thing? Second off, how can that be optional? Who decided that? You know what? Screw it. We're just at one point every year, everyone's gonna just move their clock.
Spring forward, fall back, baby. Yeah.
Who decided that?
Makes no sense.
I have no idea. I think that's a pretty good Mount Rushmore.
That'd be kind of lit, though. Back to daylight savings. If you were like on a border of a state that didn't do it, you like got off. You got right. That'd be kind of lit. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like you could also just do that on the the time zones.
Yeah,
but also like right on the time zone border. You're telling me that like you used to take one step this way, one step that way. They're two different times, but like.
The sun is
everything you observe is the exact same. So, like, how does that?
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
No sense.
Like, oh, here it's 5 o'clock and still sunny. Like in winter, it's 5 o'clock and still sunny. Here it's 6 o'clock and still sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah. Makes no sense.
Don't get it.
Yep.
Just don't get it. But I think that's a good Mount Rushmore, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's a good one. Of course. I mean, how many more do we got? Probably not too many because, of course, as we know, then football season starts. So make sure you guys vote. That will be on on
Instagram.
Instagram is where the official poll is. We'll get you that at the end of the episode. But to round out the episode, Sam, I think we got a few questions.
Yep. Let's do it.
First off, this one's from
Jaron Kirkendall.
Yep. Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you, Jaron and Sam. Who's the best football coach of all time?
Obviously there's greats from like way back when football was 6 handoffs a game. But in my lifetime, without a doubt, it's this man, and that man's name is Nick Saban. Nick Saban. I went the college route. That's just kind of why I know better. I mean, he did it at LSU. He's been the greatest coach at Alabama. He just does everywhere except the NFL, obviously. He has been killing it, and people are saying, oh, Kirby Smart, catch up to him. No, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He's got a hell of a long way to go.
He's got a long way, but yeah. So I'm gonna go with Nick Saban. I didn't know if he went college or pro, so I went the college route because that's just what I know better.
That's totally fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at Nick Saban here. Like total record 242, 65, and 1. That one tie is interesting, but it didn't matter where he went. Like started at Toledo, 9-2 there. Then he went to Michigan State, 34-24. That's easily his worst record. Or that's where the tie came from. He tied as a Michigan State Spartan.
There you go.
34-24-1. Then he went to LSU, 48-16. Then he had that brief stint in the NFL, didn't quite work out, but then came back to Alabama. Is now 151-23.
That ain't bad.
That is not bad.
That ain't bad.
It's so funny you say that because you know who I'm going to go with.
Who?
Another college football coach.
Alabama.
Another coach at Alabama.
Yeah.
I feel like this is definitely the two that are talked about most often in college football. I agree. My mind went right to college as well.
Well, good thing we went with college because his question did say best college football coach of all time.
Look at us.
So just for mistypes.
We got you, Kirkendall.
Yeah.
We got you. We knew what you meant. College all the way. But yeah, of course, I'm going to go with Bear Bryant. He is, I mean, quite literally crazy how two of these coaches ended up at the same school. Yeah. He has an overall record of 323,
not bad,
85, and 17. 17 ties.
Yeah,
crazy how that works out. But he also did it at a bunch of different schools: Maryland, Kentucky, Texas A&M, and Alabama. Most known for Alabama, going 232-46.
No ties?
Nope, 9 of them.
Oh,
so
trash.
232, 46.
That's crazy.
And 9, and he is the winningest college football, or at least of. I don't know. I guess the list I'm looking at, he has the most wins listed, but I'm sure there are others in different.
I'm sure.
Someone who's been at a D2 school or even a non-Power 5
for sure
for forever. Oh, yep. So here we go. I scroll down a little bit. Eddie Robinson of Grambling State, 408 wins. Jesus. So totally not the winningest coach, but he's got a lot of wins and did it at multiple different schools. And I mean, he's universally known as, if not the greatest, then probably number 2, of course, to Nick Saban.
Yeah.
So not much variety there, but kind of the 1 and 2 that are always talked about. So we kind of had to talk about them. Next one is from Elizabeth Godsey. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the question. What record do you think Iowa will have this coming football season?
Yeah. With Iowa, I tend to set the bar pretty low. That way I don't get my heart broken year in and year out. I got them going. They're a classic 7-5 this year. I think we dropped to Penn State, Purdue, Wisconsin, Illinois, and I think Nebraska gets us this year.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. I think I'm going to go 8-4, just a little bit more optimistic than you. I think we might be able to get Purdue at home. If that game was on the road, I completely understand where you're coming from there. I think we might be able to get
homecoming, I believe, too. So
okay, maybe a little bit extra juice in that game. But at Penn State,
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen. At Wisconsin, I mean, Camp Randall is a house of horrors for us. At Nebraska, dude, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
It seems like tides are turning in that. At Iowa State, I think can be interesting. I just really think Iowa State's going to be bad. Just really bad.
I don't think they're going to be good
I just think they're going to be bad, but who knows? We lost. We won so many straight and lost last year. Maybe a different streak is happening. But yeah, I agree with Penn State, Wisconsin, and Nebraska. That's only 3.
Yeah.
What else did you say?
I said Illinois. I did Penn State, Purdue, Wisconsin, Illinois, Nebraska.
I'm gonna go 9-3.
9-3.
F it. Might as well be optimistic.
Yeah.
And we're gonna lose to Wisconsin, at Penn State, and at Nebraska. So that would mean.
So what road game do we win? What road game would that be? Iowa State.
That means we win at Iowa State. We win at Northwestern.
Yeah. They might not even have a football program here pretty soon.
Yeah. So it would be 2-3 on the road and 7-0 at home.
There you go.
So I think that's doable.
Hate it. I don't hate it.
I think that's doable. Offense should be at least a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Why not be, of all the things to be? Why not be optimistic? Right.
Yeah.
Next question, and our last question from Carol Gotzi. Thank you, Carol. Favorite thing to wear as a kid?
Yeah, I had a couple things that immediately popped up in my mind. I dressed up a lot when I was a little kid. Some of the classics for me were a Buzz Lightyear costume and a Power Ranger costume. I wore that like it was like everyday clothes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then like I'm talking when I was like little. And then I had like before like NIL, you just get like a generic jersey. It would just like say your team name, where the name was. Mine was a generic number 6 Iowa jersey.
Wasn't even close to the actual design of the jersey. It was just
not at all.
Yeah, I had those too.
100%. Yep. So those are the kind of 3 things that popped into my mind.
100%. I love it. I was very big into jerseys as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had so many jerseys. My number 1, I wore it a lot. Of course, to nobody's surprise, David Wright jersey. Wore it to hell. Even when it got like a hole in it, I still wanted to wear it. It was in fact retired, obviously. And then I the same one you had. I believe mine was number 18 for some reason. Number 18. But I had that Iowa jersey.
It's a very random number.
Yeah, I know. Like, of course, I didn't realize that at the time, but now thinking about it, I was like, 18. Why the hell was it 18? But it was. It was number 18. And then I had a Adrian Peterson jersey.
Nice.
I didn't quite have the jersey. I had the jersey of Adrian Peterson. Yeah, we'll stop talking about him now. He was really good at football. Yeah, we'll just say that. Yeah, man, that was kind of it. I was just jerseys like every day.
Yeah,
like people like sometimes in school, people are like, "Do you wear anything that's not a jersey?"
Yeah,
no, I really don't.
Yeah,
and I always had those like skin tight.
Oh yeah,
like I had like a skin tight Under Armour like underneath it or something.
Heck yeah!
Because I don't know why, but for me it was just
That's funny.
If I need to wear something under a jersey, it'll always be like a skin tight Under Armour.
Mm-hmm.
No idea why.
There you go.
But yeah, that's what I did. That was my go-to.
Heck yeah!
But that's gonna wrap it up for the episode, man.
Yeah.
How about that? We were able to make it, 50 some odd minutes with so little going on. Got a great Mount Rushmore in there. But yeah, that's going to do it for episode 97. You can follow the podcast on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at crunchtime_pod. Of course, YouTube, Crunchtime with the N326 Duo. We'll have the video version of the episode on there. You can follow Sam at...
Yeah, Twitter at SamGodsey29 and Instagram Sam_Godsey21.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TDislin22. The clock has run out on this episode, and we'll see you in the next one on Crunch Time.
Yar.